Okay, Sports Radio 88.9 Brilla FM. Welcome, welcome, welcome. This is the Lunch Sports Women, and of course, it's the Tuesday edition. So let's get into it. We will have a guest on the show. We'll be talking some basketball this wonderful afternoon. We'll speak with a man who actually had his time playing. Also, he was a player, and now he's a coach. He's been privileged enough to coach the male category and female category. Also coach the national team 3x3. I'm talking about Coach Christopher Oko. We would have him on the show as we take a look at basketball action and the start of basketball, the start of contact sports in total. So we talk about all of that right here on the show. Do well to stick around. And the U.S. Open, yes, it has already begun, and it is day two. Quite a lot of interesting things that are going on. We will discuss all of that much later on. Yes, we'll take a look at how things have been going right there at the U.S. Open. But, of course, let's take a look at some of the things that are happening on the continent as it concerns female football. Yes, not long ago from her wonderful time from over the weekend, Rasheedat Ajibade actually was able to make the team of the week. She had an amazing time. The Super Falcons forward actually made a cut for match day 10 for the top Syrian team of the week after her superb performance, of course, for her side right there in Norway, Alvedsnes. And of course, she scored 2 goals and had an assist right there in the game that they had over the weekend. 4-0 win was how it went down. And because of her performance, because of how she performed, because aside from the 2 goals that she actually scored, she opened up the goal account for the team. She opened the scoring goal of her side's 4-0 win and completed her brace in the 46th minute. She also assisted her teammate Odabuen Anna in the 84th minute to wrap up the impressive performance. So she had 2 goals and she had an assist. And of course, aside scoring and making an assist, Ajibade also did an important defensive job for her side in the course of the game. And you remember she used to play for FC Robo Queens, and she was the captain at the time when she played there at Robo Queens. She scored 5 goals in top Syrian games for her side, Alvedsnes. That was last season. She was, and so a lot of the fans of the club had already been looking forward to see how things will go with Rasheedat Ajibade for the new season, and her contribution was crucial in lifting her club to the 2nd position just from the weekend action. With a total right now, they have a total of 20 points from all the games that they have played. So eyes on the prize. That's what it looks like for Rasheedat Ajibade, and I know that she's very dogged and very focused. So we should expect even a whole lot more, coming from her. And of course, still talking about Super Falcons, but this lady right here once played for us. She's also been right here on the show, the Lunch Sports Women, and at the moment I'm talking about Patience Avray. She has finally given birth to her first baby. Yes, and it's a baby boy. So I chatted her right after that, and she was so delighted, so happy. She says they're doing great. Her baby boy is also doing great, and his name, of course, is Brian Odeli. So it's so amazing because this lady, she used to play for Ufumba Babes, and of course, she's 44 years old right now, welcoming her baby. I think it's just amazing for the great people who have who actually enjoy the time that she played, and also understand that she's someone who is just lucky to have everything going for her right now with her brand new baby. Yes. So moving on, let's also move aside from there, and we are still keeping it with football, female football right about now. Let's leave the continent. Let's leave the continent just for a bit and go to Liberia. Of course, the Football Association there. I know for a fact that we all are hoping that female football can start to develop a whole lot, and that is a focus that it's getting, not just in Nigeria, but also in other countries right now. So the LFA, that's what they're known as in Liberia. The Liberia Football Association will actually distribute laptop printers to each of the female teams. Yes, so they have about 18 female clubs right there. While we have 15 in our premiership, the NWFL premiership, they've got 18. So they're going they've got 18, comprising of 9 in the upper league and 9 upper and 9 lower. So 9 up there and 9 in the lower league. So as to enhance their job, they want to be able to send the laptop and the printer, so that it will help them right there. Each of the upper club will also receive 20 soccer balls, which will while each of the lower teams would also receive the same, will receive about 10 soccer balls as part of the FIFA Equipment Solidarity Fund. And of course, you remember that the distribution of the office equipment by the Liberia FA to the clubs was actually part of the money that FIFA gave out to the member state countries out there. They actually gave that as part of COVID-19 Women's Development Fund, and so this is also part of what they're doing. They've commenced the payment of monies to Women's Upper Football League right there in Liberia, and this is part of the relief fund, the Women's Football Development Fund, respectively. They already paid all of that from August. So they say they will pay in phases. The first phase was paid to the Liberian upper and lower clubs, but they say the second batch of payment is going to be made upon the arrival of CAF, COVID-19 Relief Fund, which is $300,000. So when they get that, then they will send the money as the second batch of payment. So the final payment, however, is going to be happening January of next year, and of course that is the payment of 3.3 million US dollars from FIFA COVID Relief Fund. It's going to be made in January of next year. Anyway, so this is good. I just love to see progress when it concerns women game, and it's nice to see that they're also doing I think they should do much more. It's gone beyond just laptops and a printer and football. I think they just need to do a lot more also. Anyway, so moving on, we'll take some more information that is going on right there, and this has to do with the Cameroonians. You've got a couple of their players who have made history with Dynamo UPC. They had a lovely game. All of these players, a lot of them, the host of stars, not just from Cameroon anyway. You have a couple of them who play for Dynamo. They went ahead to beat Minsk 5-4 on penalties to win the Belarusian Women's Cup title, and that happened just yesterday. Cameroon's Dada, that's Claudia Dabda, and of course you also had Burkina Faso Simpore Salemata, and of course South Africa's Mbane. Yes, her name is Bambanani Mbane. Interesting name, I like it. They actually joined the Belarusian newcomers. That was sometime this year, about April or thereabouts. They joined the team, and before the arrival of the other two stars, African stars, talking about Maluzi, Brother Maluzi, and of course Ramalepe, who both of them are actually from Cameroon. So the rest of them, they've actually been looking so good, so they were able to just go ahead to win via penalties. Very interesting name that was, Dynamo, after beating Minsk, and that was a beautiful way to actually wrap things up. So the host of those African stars were in absolutely impressive form as their club edged the holders. They actually went ahead to edge the holders of the competition to claim their maiden. This was the first time that they would actually win this. Talking about Dynamo. All right, so we'll quickly take a break. After that, we'll get to speak with Christopher Oko. On the flip side, we'll also be discussing Serena Williams. Of course, the U.S. Open is underway. We want to find out if you believe that she could actually be able to win the Grand Slam, the U.S. Open. All right, so do let us stay here. Let's take a break. We'll be back.
This is the home of sport. Sports Radio, 88.9, Brilla FM.
September the 12th will see the return of Football Live here on Brilla FM. It's the 7th season of bringing you all the goals, action and controversy from around Europe's top leagues. Football Live promises to be even more fast-paced, bringing you even more scores and even more information on all of the top teams and big-name stars.
It's a very, very good moment in my life, and it was an incredible ride to get here.
There will be new managers, new players and even some new teams, but the same excitement will be brought to you each Saturday and Sunday afternoon. Big questions remain, like who will win the big titles?
Next season will be completely different. Start everyone from zero, and we have to show, the first to Liverpool, but especially for ourselves, that we can do it.
Who will stay up?
To be honest, it feels better than getting promoted last year in the playoffs. To stay up is a magnificent achievement for everyone.
And which players will shine?
Almost in every club I had some of the best, and of course Harry is second to none.
So make sure you join us again for the new season of Football Live from September the 12th, bringing you, the Brilla listeners, the best football coverage around.
Take Brilla anywhere, everywhere.
Yes, you can take Brilla with you anywhere, everywhere.
The Brilla app is available for free download on Google Play. It is also there on the Apple iTunes Store. Yes, on Google Play and the Apple iTunes Store.
Look out for the Brilla football and microphone logo with the letters BRILA in green colour.
That is our authentic app. It gives you Brilla FM, Brilla.net, BrillaSports.tv and all the extra betting tips, live score, plus our Twitter, Facebook, Instagram, Google Plus and YouTube posts.
Sports fun. You can post your videos and eyewitness reports.
Brilla, B-R-I-L-A. Available for download on Google Play and the Apple iTunes Store. Take Brilla anywhere, everywhere on your handset. Brilla.
News and engagements never stop on our website.
www.brilla.net
and our social media handles.
889 Brilla FM.
On Facebook.
Yes, 889 Brilla FM on Facebook. At 889 Brilla FM.
On Instagram.
Got it? At 889 Brilla FM on Instagram.
And on Twitter.
It's at Brilla FM 889 and Brilla Sports TV on Google Plus. Brilla.
News and engagements never stop.
So do remember to like all our pages. Do like us.
Brilla FM, Brilla FM, Brilla FM, Brilla FM.
88.9, got more goals than the number 9, top notch. Singing to the Remy and I only listen to Brilla FM, they stay winning.
Brilla FM, Brilla FM, Brilla FM, Brilla FM, Sports Radio.
Brilla FM, 88.9, baby.
Sports Radio 88.9 Brilla FM. Your champion style is the Lunch Sports Women. And of course, we have a very good friend of mine. Of course, he's a basketball coach. At some point, he was also in charge of the ladies for the 3x3. And of course, we've got him on the line right now. We have Coach Christopher Oko. How are you today? And how is your day going on?
Well, I'm fine. Thank you for asking. I'm doing good.
That's good. That's good. With sports being restricted now, well, contact sports, the restriction on contact sports, how are you looking forward to the return of basketball?
Everybody's eager. Everybody's waiting too long, and everybody can't wait no more. So hopefully that every measure will be put in place so that the normalcy can come back, because the players, coaches, statisticians, everybody kind of rusty. But right now, most of the coaches like me, we're sending virtual coaching courses online. So it definitely helps us to refresh our memory and keeps us updated in terms of the world of basketball.
Oh, okay. So you've been doing all that to refresh your knowledge of the game.
Yeah, of course. Attending different basketball coaching courses on Zoom, just to keep in line with the modern trend.
That's good. And your players, have you been in touch with them?
A couple of them just doing home training, like on their streets. You can see some videos. People, they are so eager. They are hungry for the game. Some of them doing some little ball walks on the street. Some doing some little stretching indoor. Just to keep fit against any time the coronavirus measures is stepped down a little.
Okay, I would ask you about your coaching journey, but first, I want to find out, is it more difficult coaching ladies?
Ladies are wonderful, it's a kind of great experience. All I believe about coaching is understanding and friendship, and for you to become a very good coach, you need to put on a bag of patience. You as a coach, you're a local parenting, so you need to be really patient with them because some of them are kind of emotional, so you never know how you're going to hurt them. So you need to really put on that patience, that bag of patience to understand individual players' kind of, character and personality. So I would say it's better. I think it's okay coaching ladies. I don't think it's kind of difficult. But for the male, you can say they are too energetic. So whatever you give them, they're ready to. You say go 100, they're ready to go 200. So that's just the difference. But for me, I think the ladies okay. So I've got the experience in coaching both male and female, so I can actually differentiate what it is.
Wow. Let's go back to how it all started for you. How did you start off becoming a coach? How did you know that this was the line you wanted to toe?
Well, actually, I was playing, then my former coach, Coach DDJ, he needed an assistant coach that would help him along with the technical side of the game. And I was like the oldest player then on the team. So I could not really move like I used to be before. So he called me and said, Chris, for me, I know you still love this game. I know you still want to play. But for me, I think you're kind of slowing down a little. And with your experience, I think you can just, give it a try out in coaching. I was like, do I really want to be a coach? I said, no. You can just start off with coach player. I was still playing. So he said I can still play, but the only difference is I'm not going to get too much of playing time because I'll be like assisting him to see some technical areas that he couldn't see. Wow. So I said, okay, let's give it a try. So I started with him. We started with Union Bank. We went to the club championship in Liberia. So I was there. I was assisting him. I was getting little minutes playing. So I discovered why am I killing myself very low by the place? Why did I not go to coaching full time? So I said, okay, from next season I'm going to be in coaching. But unfortunately for him, before the next season, I was called up to Abuja for Mark Mentor's coaching. So, and I was offered more than what Union Bank is offering me. So that was how I went into coaching full-time with the Mark Mentors. Then I had to go for my coaching course in NIS to get certified. That was how my coaching career started, up till now. Even before then, I've been working with some little kids in my area in that barracks like Saturn, So it all just went smoothly. And that was how I started coaching.
Okay, so what advice do you have for someone who is thinking about being a coach? Because you've actually had a mix of it. You've coached the male category and also the female category. What from your experience, or what exactly would be the notes or the advice that you have for someone who wants to become a coach?
Like I said earlier, for you to become a coach, you need to be really patient, and you need to be able to learn. Be ready to learn every time because the game changes every time. Now there's new rules. Coaching is like stealing from other coaches. So you need to learn from different coaches, and don't be too much in your head to be, I want to be the head coach, I want to be this, I want to be on top of right there. Yeah, you get there, but it's a gradual thing. I could have easily been a coach. I was approached to be a head coach of something I'm mentioning. But I said, no, I still want to learn all that stuff coaching. You know, so we shouldn't be too much in a haste to be, I want to be the head coach. No! It's a gradual thing, and it's a learning process. So you need to learn, you need to be patient, and you need to learn. Both from the local, international, and on the social media. So you just got to be everywhere. You got to be everywhere trying to learn. Yes. You know, so that's my own suggestion for everybody trying to be a coach right now.
Okay, so I'm going to ask you this question now. Cast your mind back to when you were playing as when you were younger and playing. Would it have been difficult if you had a female coach?
Would it have been difficult?
Thinking out loud now, I want to get into the mind of a man. Tell me, if you had an experienced female coach, would it have been difficult for you?
Let me tell you one thing. I would say yes and no. Yes, because you know why? If you are under a coach that knows what he or she is doing, and you know she's okay, if the coach, let me not take for a female, if she's experienced and she knows what she's doing, and whenever she tells you do this, and you eventually see that there's sense in whatever she's saying, believe me, you will always want to listen. But there's a problem, because that's instruction. There's a problem when the coach is dishing out instruction and you, the player, knows better than the coach. I'm just saying in quotes. Like, this thing this coach is saying is not actually right. Because what happens is sometimes, sometimes this is what happens when we are playing. You play under an experienced coach already that knows the game fast and right. Automatically, like a player, you're already a coach on the court because the coach transfers his knowledge to you. So now you don't get opportunity to play in other teams, just maybe because one, you don't have opportunity to play the level of that coach, or maybe the other team you're going to is offering you a better deal. Now when you get there and you see that the coach over there is not telling you the things that you know, I mean, you understand that you know that you're doing from the other side, but you don't, as a player, you don't tend to, like, this kind of thing. I'm just saying, so that is why I say as a coach, you need to keep on learning and learning and learning, because you don't want to be in that kind of situation. You understand what I'm saying?
Yes, I do understand.
You need to have answers to every question the player
is going across to you. Wow. Okay. Let's also look forward to the new season starting and sports returning, basketball to be precise. What are you hoping they can do differently from all that we've had, in the league and everything?
Well, right now it's kind of late because we're in September already. So we cannot have a full season. Let's be honest.
That's the fact.
We can't have a full season right now with the calendar.
The time is hard one.
The time is up. So we can have something running for us right now. Just to help refreshing everybody's memory and keep everybody on that team. There will be, hopefully, by January or February, when we can have the league running back again. So what I want to be different from the previous one we are having right now is everybody is clamoring, all we want him. And I feel, and I know that the present administration too is hoping for that too. All we just want is a season where we can play more games. More games, because let me tell you, this is the only thing that improves everybody, not just the players alone. It improves the coaches, it improves the statisticians, it improves the referees, it improves every arm of basketball. So we need more games. That is just what we want.
Okay. Finally, before I let you go, yes, if not for the pandemic, we were all looking forward to the Olympics this year. Our girls, the Tigress, next year, of course, it's been postponed to next year, so we're looking forward to next year. How do you think they will do next year?
Seriously, I don't know, but let me just tell you the truth. I'm so confident in those Nigerian girls, the Nigerian women too. I mean, you can really see them. They are all fantastic.
Yes.
I mean, we would have at least, I'm sure, with better preparation, which the Federation had put in place, a podium finish would have been for us. Seriously.
Wow.
In fact, there's going to be an obstacle on the way. But aside that, I mean, look at the World Championship. Nigeria has settled so many European countries. It's unbelievable. It's never been seen before. I mean, and the good thing about the team is that we are not subtracting. We have been together. This is what we have been clamoring for.
Yes.
I mean, for the team to be together, we don't want 5 changes, 6 changes. No. So that we can have a better team cohesion.
Yes.
And we have it already. Because if you look at most of the teams that we're going to play in the World Championship, you'll be surprised most of them have been together as teammates for 6, 7, 8, 10 years. So they already know when they snap their finger, they already understand what is wrong. So and we have already gotten that now. I mean, this team has been together for like, if I'm not mistaken, 4 to 5 years.
That's right.
Yeah, so that's why I said the podium finish would have been for us. You understand?
Yes,
I mean, the girls are eager, they're fantastic. I mean, this is the first time, if I'm not mistaken, that the team has been kept together for this long. And I know they will have gone far. Seriously.
I know I said
they are not just making Nigeria proud alone, they are making the continent proud.
That's right. That's right.
Yes.
I know I said that was my last question, but I'm tempted. You know, we have good conversations. So I need to ask you, you actually coach a lot of young talents, right? From the 3x3 and the rest of them. A lot of them look up to you. I know a couple of them. So do you think we're doing enough to infuse homegrown talents, into the national team?
That's a tricky one right there. That's a tricky one right there. You know, this is how it used to be. When we had a full season league, I mean, that's what we're saying. This will improve the program. Right now, we don't have enough league. We don't have enough games in the league to be able to say, oh, okay, let's do this. So most of our players are quite rusty right now. To be infused in the national. And 2, the preparation time for the national team is short.
Okay.
So it's difficult to really infuse a lot of homegrown players into the national team. Because it will take time for them to catch up. We're talking about the world stage right here. This is not a joke. It's not a joke. I mean, you don't just want us to be you don't just want us to be a participant. We also want to compete for laurels.
That's right.
Yeah, so that is it. So that's why we say charity begins at home. We need to take care of our local league first, which is we need to play more games. We need to have a regular season, at least not less than 38 to 40 games. And we help us grow our local talent to the national team.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, we hope that, this time the pandemic has given the NBBF to try to do a lot. I hope that the Basketball Federation can actually do a lot to re-strategize on what needs to be done to improve the Premier Basketball League, because it will go a long way.
Yeah, hopefully. I know the president is also thinking about it. Nobody wants to fail, so he knows this, and I'm sure he's working towards it. With his board. So we just hope with time everything will be normalized and basketball can smile again.
Hopefully.
In the local season.
Hopefully, yes.
Yeah.
Thank you so much. It's always a delight to speak with you. Coach Christopher Oko, thank you for your time.
Thank you so much.
All right, enjoy the rest of your day.
Bye, you
Stay
too.
safe.
Bye.
All right, bye.
88.9.
They're taking the lead.
Brilla FM.
Brilla.
News and engagements never stop on our website
www.brilla.net
and our social media handles
889 Brilla FM
on Facebook.
Yes, 889 Brilla FM on Facebook, at 889 Brilla FM
on Instagram.
Got it? At 889 Brilla FM on Instagram
and on Twitter.
It's at Brilla FM 889 and Brilla Sports TV on Google+. Brilla.
News and engagements never stop.
So do remember to like all our pages. Do like us.
Breakfast your day every day with the nourishment of malt, milk and cocoa and the delicious taste of Milo.
Nestle, good food, good life.
September the 12th will see the return of Football Live here on Brilla FM. It's the 7th season of bringing you all the goals, action and controversy from around Europe's top leagues. Football Live promises to be even more fast-paced, bringing you even more scores and even more information on all of the top teams and big-name stars.
It's a very, very good moment in my life, and it was an incredible ride to get here.
There will be new managers, new players and even some new teams, but the same excitement will be brought to you each Saturday and Sunday afternoon. Big questions remain, like who will win the big titles.
Next season will be completely different. Start everyone from zero, and we have to show the first to Liverpool, but especially for ourselves, that we can do it.
Who will stay up?
To be honest, it feels better than getting promoted last year in the playoffs. To stay up is a magnificent achievement for everyone.
And which players will shine?
Almost in every club I had some of the best, and of course Harry is second to none.
So make sure you join us again for the new season of Football Live from September the 12th, bringing you, the Brilla listeners, the best football coverage around.
Hi, DJ Drogba.
Hello, this is Haile Gebrselassie. Hi, I'm Makilis and midfielder.
My name is Bani Jordan. My name is Peter Rufai. My name is Kolo Toure. Hi, my name is Diallo Rangira. Hi, sports fans. My name is Victor Moses.
My name is Lightning Bolt.
I'm Joseph Yabo. My name is Austin Jeju Okocha.
This is David Dean, former Vice Chairman of Arsenal and Football Association. We're on 88.9 Brilla FM.
We're reaching out to bring the big names to you. Sports Radio 88.9 Brilla FM. There's nothing like it.
It all kicks off right here.
Okay, Sports Radio 88.9 Brilla FM, still your champions dial, and we're about to wrap things up, but of course I will give you the tennis information that I did say I would give. And of course, let's let you know that Czech women players, women's top seed Karolina Pliskova recorded a straight sets win, and that was actually on the very first day. That was when she recorded that one, and it was not bad at all. Of course, not forgetting that a lot of people have been waiting to see how things would go. So she on her first game, she actually reset a win. She got a win as the year's second Grand Slam tennis tournament got underway just yesterday. The Czech champion recorded a convincing 6-4, 6-love win, and of course that was over her opponent from Ukraine, Angelina Karlinina, and of course Pliskova compatriots. And number 6 seed Petra Kvitova actually posted her first win of the tour resumption in the first round. Went ahead also, that's Kvitova went ahead to beat Irina Camelia Begu of Romania. And that ended 6-3, 6-2 in 62 minutes. She was able to complete that. Also, still giving you more update concerning the ladies right there, all about tennis at the U.S.